Hi, I'm Josh Bowman, Product Manager with QxControl, and in this lesson we're going to discuss schedules, how to create them, how to edit them, and how to apply holiday sets to a schedule. So just like all the other apps, we're going to use the left-hand navigation toolbar to enter the schedules page, where we will see any of the existing schedules we've already created, and we also have the option to choose Create Schedule. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to choose a very simple example. And we'll make this a door schedule. You can provide a description. You also then need to choose the scope. So just like all the other resources as you go through this training, this is scope sensitive, meaning it is only available at areas at or below in the hierarchy where it is placed. So we're going to choose QxControl customer. So this is available at all sites and areas below QxControl customer. So now that we've got a name description and a scope is set for this schedule, we can now begin to build the schedule. And there's a couple ways to do this, and it's all fairly easy. In our example door schedule, our goal is going to be, we would like to set the Monday through Friday that the doors will be unlocked from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the way that we always get started is we're going to pick right about where we want to be, and we're going to click to begin a block of time. And you will see here it automatically has said, okay, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we have a couple of options here. We could come back and click. You do see the dots. We can actually grab in the corner where the dot is, and we can drag it out where we would like it to be. And you can see that the new time is reflected down below. That gives us the 8 to 5 that we desired. Now, another way that we can do this is we can click in the first cell, just like we did before, and then rather than clicking and grabbing to extend the cell, we can actually manually type what we would like the time to be. So instead of the 1 hour block we start with, we're going to highlight, and you want to make sure you highlight the entire number, not just place in the cursor, and change that to a 5. So you can see QxControl knows that 5 a.m. is well in advance of 8 a.m., so it automatically assumes you want 5 p.m. and made that change for you, and it has drawn in the block. And we can then continue on to finish the rest of the week. And so our last day will be Friday. So you can see here we have our 5 days of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now I do want to show you real quick something you do not want to do. And that is, you do not want to come in. So let's say we said, okay, we also want to be open on Saturday. And we come in and we just start painting in the cells one by one. When you first click into the cell, that creates a single block of time. And if you go to the next cell and you click again, you will create an additional block of time. So if you look at the blocks of time that are set up correctly, there is no grid line from the beginning to the end, so that is one single block of time. If you look here at what I just did, by clicking in each cell, you can see the grid line. You can see that these are individual blocks of time. So you do not want that. What will happen is, first of all, it may not perform as desired because these are now individual blocks of time. You also, if you were to go through and do this for an entire week, you could actually overload the schedule, and the schedule just may not work at all. There are limitations for all controllers as far as how many blocks of time you could have within an individual schedule. I believe that 12 is the limit for Mercury-based devices such as our QxEP. So what we want to do is now remove these blocks. And in this example, just remember, we could have dragged from the corner. We can also type our desired time individually. All right, so we'll make that 5 o'clock. And now we're open on Saturday too. All right, so now we have our hours set. We're now 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And we can now add a holiday set. So we have a list of holiday sets that have already been created. We could choose One, we could actually even add additional holiday sets if we would like, and you can see that those will all begin to populate. And then what we can do is we can actually choose what the hours are for each holiday set. So we could actually create as many of these holiday sets as we would like. And in this example, let's say that on this particular holiday, we are actually not open at all. So we may leave this as is, and we may not draw in any additional time. The doors will just stay locked. In the case of this, let's say that it is New Year's Eve is when we use this, so we could actually label as we would like. And what we would like to do is say, okay, we're only open 8 to 12, so we could actually draw this in just like we did up above in the actual schedule. And we'll make that a 0. Nice and smooth. So here we are, 8 to 12. So this means on the days that this holiday set applies, 8 to 12 is the schedule on those days. And so again, we can create as many of these holiday sets as we like. So we'll go ahead and choose Create Schedule. We've now set everything we would like to set. That will take us to the info page of that schedule. And you can see here it shows the hours that are affected by the schedule. In the case of the holiday sets, shows which holiday sets we have, and it shows again the hours of operation on that holiday set. Once we start applying these schedules to a camera recording, such as when we want to do continuous recording locally versus event, obviously doors is the example here. We can also use this in bandwidth management schedules. So a lot of places these schedules could be used. As you apply these schedules to those resources, you can come through here and see where they are being used. So to continue this example, just real briefly, very easy to edit. So if we say we want to make a change, something we're not happy with, maybe let's say that, this holiday has changed and now we work a little later. All we do is make our changes in the very same way that we created them in the first place. And you can see successfully updated. So those changes have been applied. And just to give you a quick example here, if we look at an existing schedule never, you can see that that has been applied to 2 different doors and is being used by those doors. So this is the result you will see as far as resources that are using these schedules. So we've now seen how to create and edit a schedule. We've also taken a look at how we actually use the holiday sets real briefly, because this is a very easy task. Let's talk about how to create a holiday set. We're just going to give it a very brief name and description. Just like the schedule and every other resource, it is scope sensitive. So we're going to set that at QxControl customer. And all we do is we start picking the days that we want to apply the holiday set. Just like that, you can see that those dates begin to populate here on the right hand side. Once we are pleased with our selections, create holiday set. Very, very simple to do. Just like with schedules, we can then come back in and we can edit that. We can, remove dates by clicking on the right hand side, and we can add them just as we did when we created. So that is our lesson on schedules and holiday sets. Hope you found this very helpful. Certainly enjoyed sharing this with you. Thank you.